Hey guys, Mintyoreos here. So, a video that I have been wanting to make for a really long time, and I'm just getting to now, is tips for coloring your hair bright neon colors. There's so many things that you have to kind of look at chemistry-wise in order for your hair to stick to the hair colors. It's a lot easier for your hair to be mildly dry when you put the color in, since all of these semi-permanent colors are conditioner-based. They do condition your hair. So I would recommend shampooing your hair and not using conditioner for before coloring preparation. I would also recommend for the brightest neon colors to have the lightest shade of blonde possible. If you have a darker shade of blonde, you will get different shades of colors. You won't get a bright neon effect. Some colors, like red and pink, I find can go over dark-ish shades of blonde and still show up as neon. However, you will get a fade-out color that looks a little bit pukey and kind of disgusting to me personally. If you like that, no big deal. I'm not gonna hate. I just personally don't like those colors. They're not like vibrant and pretty stuff. I like to have my hair the lightest shade of blonde, since when I wash my hair it fades out as a nice pastel shade of color. A lot of people ask me commonly if I separate my hair colors when I rinse. It depends on the color combinations. If you've got two colors together that aren't right next to each other on the color wheel, when they mesh together when you wash your hair, you will get a quite disgusting shade of color. So, like back when I had my Rasta hair, I would separate the red part and shampoo it separately. That is a really useful method for doing colors that aren't next to each other on the color wheel, is you may want to actually section your hair and shampoo it in separate sections. As much effort as that takes, it'll just make your colors turn out a lot better. For color blending, I highly recommend putting colors together that are next to each other on the color wheel. So when you wash all of your hair, the colors will just kind of blend together and still have the separation of their separate colors. I find in my hair, colors, they stay where I put them originally, so I don't actually get the whole bleeding effect. When you rinse out your hair, I haven't actually showed you guys how I rinse my hair, but when I have light colors, I would rinse the dark colors first, and then I would rinse the light colors after, since the light colors, when you rinse them and then possibly it goes into the other colors, it's not going to make much of a difference. You don't want to get the dark colors mixed in with the light colors, because then you'll get some kind of splotchy dye patches and stuff like that. I try to veer away from color patches. I try to get an even color as possible, since it looks the most natural and it's the most lovely in the end. Some other things I can say to make the color last for a long time, I would recommend dry shampoo or hippie shampoo, cornstarch and baby powder. You put it in your hair and then you brush it out, and then what that does is get the oils out of your roots, so your hair doesn't stink when you do this. A lot of people have that thought that if you don't shampoo your hair, it's going to stink. Well, when you use baby powder and cornstarch, it removes all of the odors from your hair. Basically, dry shampoo, what it is aerosol baby powder. So it's you don't have to brush it out normally. Some dry shampoos, from what I'm aware of, you do have to brush out. I don't wash my hair very often at all. I probably wash it once every 2 weeks. When I had my first rainbow set of hair colors that I did previously without the red and the orange, I actually went probably like 2 months without washing my hair and having it touch water. As soon as you touch water with your hair, expect color to come out. It's an inevitable thing with semi-permanent hair color. It doesn't fully stick to your hair. With permanent hair colors, they've always got peroxide and ammonium in them in order to embed into the hair shaft so that it sticks longer. When you have situations like that, it's a lot harder to get out these types of crazy colors in your hair. They're generally stuck there and they can be really difficult to get out. That's why I like to work with semi-permanent hair colors, because I mean, in all honesty, the permanent hair colors, they last about as long as the semi-permanent hair colors for vibrancy level. And the only plus side is you get less hair damage by using semi-permanent hair colors. If you use permanent hair colors, you're frying your hair every time you're coloring it. And then with the colors that I use, you can straight up sleep in it and it will repair your hair. Don't sleep with splat though, because splat is, the ingredients are a lot different inside of it, and I find if you leave it in for a while, it does kind of dry your hair out. So I used splat in the past, yes, only because it was readily available in my area when I needed hair color. I normally like to use directions, and I've been trying, that was one of my favorites for a while. I've been trying out different brands, and I will make a review on all of the alternative hair color brands when I have used them all. I've still got a few brands that I need to try out. Some more tips: don't go swimming, don't let your hair touch chemicals. When you go into the rain, have an umbrella so that you don't get color leaking all over you. Yeah, basically just don't wash your hair very much. It may sound disgusting, but when you use the baby powder on your roots, you remove the oils completely. Actually, if you use baby powder or dry shampoo, it also acts as a volumizer. A lot of volumizers, they do in fact have some sort of substance that's like baby powder in it. Some of them actually say on the ingredients that they have baby powder in them. I believe there's a Got2b brand of volumizer that comes in like a flying saucer kind of cylinder shaped container, and it's like a powder stuff that you put on. Yeah, it's basically baby powder. If you want a volumizer, baby powder works really well. So when you use that to take the oils out of your hair, you do get a lot of volume going on, and it's really nice because you can go like this. But also, with the not washing your hair very much, if you have super fried hair, I would recommend taking a shower and just using conditioner instead of just shampooing, but only on the ends if you get oily roots. Another thing is, if you have really damaged hair and you're not shampooing it because you want your color to last, I would recommend putting argan oil on the ends of your hair, just the ends, to hydrate them, or conditioner, and just leave that on and have it all nice. Or maybe some coconut oil too, if you want something cruelty-free, because a lot of hair products honestly are not cruelty-free, and it's kind of what I've been having issues with, maintaining my hair and having to put proteins back in, because a lot of the hair masks involve like milk and stuff like that. So yeah, I've got a lot of researching to do before I come to you guys with really good hair products that are vegan. Because it's kind of, there's a lot of them out there, but the ones that I've tried aren't that great, to be fair. I mean, a lot of them also aren't meant for people with processed hair as well. So I will get back to you guys on that notion through my hair experimentation. I think that's all I got, honestly. Yeah, that's all I got. Also, when you color your hair, I would recommend trying to rinse it out to where it runs almost clear, because then you're gonna get like blue on your shoulders or purple or whatever the fuck color you colored your hair. You're gonna get it all over everything, on your face. You're gonna get it on your clothes. When you freshly color your hair, I highly recommend wearing dark colors just in case you may have not rinsed your hair well enough. That does happen. I have had like white hoodies with like blue on the back. It's an inevitable thing that happens when you color your hair. So you gotta make sure you do a relatively good job at rinsing. I hope some of these tips help you guys out. I hope you can utilize those and have bright, vibrant hair for long periods of time and save monies. Because to be fair, hair coloring like this, it does get very expensive, especially when you have lots of colors going on and you need to repair your hair and stuff like that. So for those of you guys who save up all your money to color your hair and just you buy the bleach and the color, I would highly recommend saving extra money so that you can afford to get deep conditioners and things to protect your hair with. Oh, another thing, you want to use a UV protecting spray when you go outside, because the sunlight can actually fade your colors, but certain colors, it can actually bring out highlights in the colors, kind of like as if you had your natural hair and went outside. The sun rays do alter colors, so if you're out in the sun a lot, do expect your hair colors to alter a bit. That is a given, kind of like anything else with a certain molecular structure that alters really quickly from sunlight, like your skin. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love the living hell out of you guys. Stay sweet as fuck as who you should be. Toodaloo.